Good morning, and welcome to the Brenda Perryman Show right here on TV 33, WHPR, Comcast 20 in Detroit, and pretty soon Comcast 90 in Oakland and Livingston County. Woo, woo, woo. I'm excited about that, very excited to expand our reach here at TV 33, and you could see some of our great programming even further out in the state of Michigan. Of course, you could see it all over the world, courtesy of the World Wide Web, www.tv33whpr.com. And I have a show full of entertainment this morning, full of entertainers. And we're going to be first talking to two jazz mistresses. You know, they say jazz masters. They are jazz masters, but they're jazz mistresses, in my opinion, and yours too, because they're very, very well known. And then on my second segment, I will be talking to Highland Park's homegrown Coco about a great event that's coming up in Highland Park. I'm so excited and am a part of it. And Miss Carla Hall, who's of that legendary The Hall Girls here from Highland Park, all of them very, very talented. And so we will start with my jazz mistresses this morning, Naima Shambourge and Marian Hayden. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
How are you?
Great.
Oh, that's good. You know, we have such, well, we're calling them for right now Dice. And Naima is a singer, and Marian's a world famous, and both of them are world famous, bassist. And I know everybody watching us have seen her at least one time in their lifetime, because you are everywhere, lady. First and foremost, let's find out a little more about you, and then we'll go into what's going to be happening. For Naima, let's talk. You were born here in Detroit, right?
Born in Detroit. Went to high school in Detroit, and I'm from a musical family, actually a family of professional musicians, and I've been singing all my life from the crib.
From the crib?
Yes.
I think that babies do sing from the crib, so I agree with you, from the crib. But when did you, what high schools did you go to?
I went to Central High. I graduated from Cass Tech.
Another technician. All right, Marian. Now, what about you?
Well, I'm just lucky enough to be born here in Detroit, which is one of the great jazz crucibles of the world. So it's a tremendous place to learn to play jazz. And when I was coming up, we had, of course, one of the things that we're missing now which is so much great public school music education.
You know, the arts are so important in education, because you went to what schools?
I went to Cass Tech and Henry Ford. Those are two magnificent music programs.
Magnificent. And the thing about it is, when did the schools ignite something in some children.
Yes.
And sometimes some children just come to school for the arts program.
That's right.
Do you agree with that?
Yes, I agree with it. Again, like Marian had said, at Central High School, that was an excellent school for music at the time, too. When I was in high school, we had one of the best music programs in the city. And then during that period of time, our young people had so many opportunities to sing, like WJR Radio and Make Way for Youth Chorus, and there were all-city high school chorus, and the students were from all over the city. It was like 150 voice chorus. We would do major concerts. We had excellent teachers, and it was just a haven for young musicians. And so many of our young musicians turned into world famous
Absolutely.
musicians.
And you know, that as she was talking about this made me think too of the fact that there's still the talent out there.
Right.
It's just not being exploited. It's not being pulled out of the children in the masses of schools in Detroit. Now, in some schools, it is being pulled out. But, Marian, how many instruments do you play?
I primarily play bass, but I did actually start playing cello when I first started.
Really?
Yeah, but it's plenty. Bass is plenty. It really is very much part of the heartbeat of any ensemble of all types of music. Of course, I love jazz. That's what I do the most of. But like, for instance, in addition to the wonderful work I'm doing with Naima, this evening I'm working with one of our great rock and roll legends from Detroit, a guy named Marshall Crenshaw. And so it's really wonderful to have a chance to explore all the different ways that you can play an instrument that you truly love.
Well, the reason I asked you about that was because so many musicians play more than one instrument. But like you say, the bass is plenty.
It's plenty.
And what you do with the bass, I've seen you use a bow. I've seen you use your fingers. You are just a mistress. You don't know this, but I'll reveal it now. When you play, a lot of times I just watch your fingers. I said, how does she do that? And how do you know? And the ear has a lot to do with it too. What age were you when you started?
Well, I started playing bass about age 12, but I have been a great listener of jazz in my household. So something that I think is really important is that we all spend time looking, exposing our children to as much music as we can, because all the little gears starts being set in motion when we play music for them and we take them to concerts and we introduce them to people and put these kinds of creative activities into their lives. Then you don't know what you are starting in motion in a child. And so I was lucky that my parents were people that loved great music, and so I heard a lot of great music in my house.
Well, don't you think, and you came from a family of musicians and artists too, and don't you think that the parental promotion of that helps the child?
Oh, definitely. My parents were everywhere. I could be in another state and I'd look up and they'd be there, and I look out in the audience. But we had encouragement,
support,
very, very much. So my mother is will be 96 and still attends when she can. She goes to everything. But yes, that encouragement is just so needed in the household, and to expose the
Wasn't your
to
mother
music.
at this other concert I was at out in?
Yes, she was.
I saw her. She is just adorable.
Yes,
she is adorable. Now, Marian, after high school, where did you go?
After high school, I went to University of Michigan, but I actually was in the liberal arts college. But I studied privately with orchestral instructors, and of course I did a lot of playing and studying also with some of our great jazz masters and mistresses from here.
I just feel inclined to say mistresses because the head of the household is the mistress.
That's right.
I mean, not mistress in that other sort.
Right.
But so you went to Michigan and you were majoring in liberal arts. Were you planning to be something else?
Well, I actually was planning to be something else at the time, which I spent some time doing. I actually spent some time working in the field of entomology.
Really?
I made yes, entomology, which
tell our audience what that is.
Entomology being the study of insects.
Right.
The study of insects. So that was something I've been interested in for a long time. It was very, very different from music in many respects, but it still is actually a very creative field. It's a field that relies on a lot of you're using a lot of great creativity for research, and you have to have a very inquiring mind to be in the sciences.
Just this week I heard something about insects on the news.
Yes.
I mean, I forgot what it was, but it was Today Show or something. They talked about insects.
Well, they, of course, needless to say, probably the majority of the biomass of the world is made of them. They are the majority species of the world organism. So
wow.
It's actually quite fascinating.
We have a call, ladies. We have Greg on the line. Good morning, Greg.
Good morning. How are you?
Just fine, thanks.
I was wondering if Marian was still with Straight Ahead.
Oh, he wants to know about Straight Ahead.
Yes, definitely still with Straight Ahead. We're still actively performing. We'll be at several venues this summer outdoors. Please look for us.
You right now?
Did you say are we performing right now?
Yes.
Yes, actually, yes. We've got a couple of events coming up. Right now, we'll be performing for the University of Michigan Black Alumni Celebration, which is coming up this evening, and we also have a event that we're doing for Trinity Health. So we do a lot of private events as well as great
Are you
jazz
still
clubs.
at the church on Woodward? Warren?
The
Yeah.
church on Woodward?
Yes,
Warren?
Woodward and Warren.
Yeah.
That's probably must be St. Paul's Cathedral Church. We haven't been doing much with them lately, but I love that church. A very wonderful part of our church family here in Detroit.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So, with both of you, I think I want the audience to know some of the places that you've been, that your singing has taken you. Naima?
Well, New York. I've done a lot of work in New York City, Baltimore. Lots of work here. Worked with the jazz giants. I've worked with James Carter, Freddie Hubbard, Jerry Allen.
And, of course, Al McKenzie.
Al McKenzie, which we are doing some major things with him now.
Yes, I think we all are here. We're doing some major things. I mean, he's even putting money, not money. Golly, what am I thinking? He's putting music behind my poetry. So I'm excited about that. And I think we're titling the album after the book, Mood Swings, I think, or Night Moves, one of those. Anyway, what about you? Tell us some of the places you've been, music has taken you, and people you've performed with.
Oh, it's been such a wonderful journey to play music. You really do have to be a kind of a citizen of the world to do it. So probably most recently, in the last couple of years, I was actually in South Africa for quite a while. I was part of a faculty exchange between my faculty at University of Michigan, where I teach, and the jazz faculty at a couple of colleges in 4 cities in South Africa, and that was tremendous. I have to say that was such a great trip, and I really enjoyed seeing that country, meeting the people, and experiencing some of that history.
Now, you have a son, right?
Yes, I have 2 sons.
2 sons.
Yes.
Now, are they musicians?
Well, I have, my husband is actually a visual artist, M. Safel Gardner. He's a fabulous painter in the abstract, in the abstract style. And so I have my big son is actually a painter, is actually an artist himself.
Really?
Asokili Gardner, and he graduated from Wayne State 2 years ago, and he's actively showing artwork. And then our youngest son is Michael, who is a wonderful young drummer, and he's graduating from high school this year.
Wow.
And he'll be attending University of Michigan in the fall.
Oh, these Wolverines,
Yes.
I tell you, my producer, Michelle, she's a Wolverine, too.
Go Blue.
Yeah, okay, we've done it. All right, I've given you all the props on that. But tomorrow, everybody, you want to come see these 2 perform? Well, Paradise, Naima Shambourge and Marian Hayden will be at the historical St. Matthew's and St. Joseph's Episcopal Church, and it's going to be a concert and CD release. It's a CD release concert. So both of you have CDs coming out tomorrow.
Yes, it's one.
Oh, it's one together?
Paradise.
Oh, my gosh. So Paradise is the name of the
Yes.
CD.
And it's in celebration of National Jazz Month, because April is National Jazz Month. But this CD we have worked very hard together to come up with rhythms and vocal, and we've come up with some very interesting techniques.
What are the styles of jazz that you do on the CD?
Call it contemporary?
Yeah.
Yes, it's contemporary.
Contemporary
Yes,
jazz.
Contemporary jazz.
Are you singing anything that we might know?
Oh, yeah. Windmills of Your Mind.
Oh, I love that.
Trying Times. Throw It Away.
Yeah.
You don't know this, but this is my tune, Miss Sarah, that I
Miss
wrote for
Sarah.
Sarah Vine. And Time for Love, tunes like that.
So that is tomorrow, and the tickets are only $25, and that includes the CD. So you get a great concert tomorrow night. I'm gonna come. I'm trying to come. You know, I got family things,
Right.
but I do want to come because that was my plan at the beginning of the week. I don't see how it should change. And everybody, you could see these two great artists give a concert. Now that's cheap for a concert too. It really is. And Marian, on the CD, are there any other musicians?
No, just the two of us.
Oh my
This
goodness!
is a,
Really?
this is a very expansive and creative concept.
Very.
Very different.
This is a landmark. It's landmark.
We're doing the percussions with our voices and that type of thing. It's
Wait,
backbeats
Marian's
and-
voice too? Are you kind
well,
I
Pam
cannot
voice.
well, as I said, it's a very creative,
It's
broadly
very
creative,
Yes.
broadly creative.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And then everyone, you'll be able to meet the artists and talk to the artists and everything. And Greg brought this up, but let's talk about real quickly about Straight Ahead, because when I met you originally, you were, it was at a Straight Ahead show, always a Straight Ahead show, long time ago. When did you first get together?
We first got together in the 1990s, really about the mid 90s, and that was we were just it just so happened that we had a critical mass of just fine women musicians living here at the time, and which the group at that time early on included Mickey Braden, who was actually the one that first put us together. She's a wonderful vocalist now
Yes.
living in New York City, and Regina Carter
Still
was with
doing
us.
her thing.
Yeah, was
Yes,
with
she
us. Early
Regina
on.
Carter was with you?
Oh yeah. Regina recorded with us and toured with us when we first came
What?
out.
I
We
didn't
did
know
two
that.
recordings with Regina. So it's been very nice though. We've been able to pretty much keep the concept all female, except that now we actually have added a guy.
Really?
Yeah, we have. We added a guy who we think is fabulous. His name is Yancey. He's
I've heard of Yancey.
yeah, he's a
I've
saxophone
seen.
player.
Yes.
Yeah, he's just awesome. He has all the best, I think, of what Detroit brings traditionally in jazz. Plus, he's got a really nice little contemporary kind of a feel too. So he's excellent addition.
Wow.
Great musician.
So, what do you have upcoming?
We'll be at Java Jazz in May.
Oh, okay. Where's Java Jazz? At the library?
Detroit Main Library on Woodward Avenue.
Do you have the date on that?
May 20th.
May 20th.
And then Michigan State, that's June 21st.
Wow. What about you, Marian?
I will be with Naima at the Comerica's Java and Jazz series, which is wonderful. And I should say that is free to the public.
It is.
It's
Free.
a wonderful free jazz series. And then other than that, I have a few different things. I'll have a couple of tour dates. I'll be in Traverse City for a few days.
I hear it's beautiful up there.
It is just magnificent. It is just gorgeous, so picturesque. Very the air is very fresh. And this, of course, you're right at the Grand Traverse Bay, which is so beautiful. So,
I'm gonna have
so
to
I've
make
got a
it
couple
up
out of
there.
town things, and then other than that, I also do quite a bit of teaching. I actually am an artist in residence as part of a Detroit Jazz Festival program to keep the music alive in schools. And
We
so I
have
work with
to.
a wonderful group of young bass players at Bates Academy. So
Really?
they keep me very busy. I work with them 2 times a week.
Now, you teach at Michigan, too?
Mhm.
Did you ever teach at State?
No, never taught at State.
I don't know why
I did
thought that.
actually attend there for graduate school, but I did not
Oh,
teach there.
okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder again, tomorrow, Paradise at 5 p.m. So for those of you who don't like to drive in the dark, 5 p.m., it'll be nice, bright, and sunny at the historical St. Matthew and St. Joseph's Episcopal Church on Woodward Avenue at Holbrook. Tomorrow, 5 p.m., you get to see a concert and get the CD. Ladies, break a leg. Thank you so much for coming and gracing our program here this morning at TV 33. And there's so much talent. And if your children go to a school, try to insist that they have some music, some art, some singing, because that carried our schools for a long time. And Detroit is known for their talent, but if they don't get it in schools, they'll never know how good they can be.
And this program that Al McKenzie has.
Oh,
is for
Al
the kids.
McKenzie has his In Accord program. We have so much, so much. So, ladies, thank you again, and have a wonderful day. And break a leg tomorrow. I plan to see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll be back in just a moment with Coco and Carla Hall.